That morning cup of coffee you love so much could be quietly raising your blood pressure, disrupting your sleep and even putting stress on your heart. And most people over 60 have no idea it's happening. The worst part? It's not the coffee itself. It's the time of day you're drinking it. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly why caffeine hits your body differently after age 60, the cutoff time most cardiologists quietly recommend to their own patients, and the simple changes that let you keep enjoying coffee while protecting your heart, your bones, and your sleep. Stick with me until the end because the tip about coffee and your medications might be the most important one of all. Let's start with something most people never hear from their doctor. After age 60, your liver simply doesn't process caffeine the way it used to. In your 30s, your body could clear a cup of coffee in about 5 hours. By your late 60s and 70s, that same cup can stay active in your system for 8, 9, even 10 hours. The enzyme responsible for breaking down caffeine, called CYP1A2, slows down with age. So that 3 p.m. coffee you used to handle just fine, it's now keeping your nervous system on alert well past bedtime, even if you don't feel jittery. This is why so many adults over 60 say, "I only had 1 cup, but I just can't sleep anymore." It's not in your head, it's in your liver. Which brings us to the cutoff time. Many cardiologists now quietly suggest their senior patients stop drinking caffeinated coffee by 1 or 2 p.m. at the latest. The reason is simple. Caffeine has what's called a long half-life in older adults. Even if you fall asleep, the caffeine still in your bloodstream can reduce your deep sleep stages, the very stages your brain needs to clear toxins and consolidate memory. Imagine you're 68 years old, you sleep 7 hours, but you wake up feeling like you slept 4. That early afternoon coffee may be a bigger reason than you think. Now here's something that surprises people. Coffee affects blood pressure differently as you age. In younger adults, the spike is small and brief, but after 60, research suggests that within 30 to 60 minutes of drinking coffee, your systolic blood pressure, the top number, can jump anywhere from 5 to 15 points. For someone with already borderline hypertension, that temporary spike happening twice a day, every day, adds real strain on the arteries and the heart. And this is where atrial fibrillation enters the picture. Atrial fibrillation, often called AFib, is an irregular heartbeat that becomes much more common after age 65. For most people, moderate coffee is actually fine and may even be protective. But when caffeine intake climbs above roughly 400 milligrams a day, which is about 4 to 5 cups, the risk of triggering an episode rises noticeably in those who are already prone to it. If you've ever felt your heart flutter, skip, or race after a strong coffee, that's your body telling you something. Listen to it. Now some of you are thinking, "I switched to decaf, I'm safe." Not quite. Decaf isn't caffeine-free. A typical decaf cup still contains between 2 and 15 milligrams of caffeine. That's small, but if you're drinking 3 or 4 cups in the afternoon and evening, it adds up. For very sensitive seniors, even that can quietly disrupt sleep. Here's another timing mistake almost everyone makes. Drinking coffee the moment you wake up. Between roughly 6 and 9 a.m., your body naturally releases cortisol, your built-in alertness hormone. When you drink coffee during that window, you're stacking caffeine on top of cortisol your body is already producing. Over time, this can blunt your natural energy rhythm, making you feel more tired without coffee, not less. A better habit? Wait about 60 to 90 minutes after waking. Have a glass of water first, eat a little breakfast, then enjoy your coffee. You'll feel a cleaner, smoother lift, and your adrenals will thank you. Now, before I get to the medication interactions, which honestly surprised me the most when I researched this, let me say something important. Coffee isn't the villain here. Far from it. Researchers at Harvard and other major institutions have found that moderate coffee drinking, about 2 to 3 cups a day, is linked to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, certain cancers, and even some forms of dementia. The antioxidants in coffee, especially chlorogenic acid, may help protect blood vessels and brain cells. So please don't throw out your coffee maker. The goal isn't to quit. The goal is to drink it smarter. And that brings us to dose. The research curve is fascinating. 2 to 3 cups a day appears to be the sweet spot for most seniors. That's where the health benefits peak. But once you cross 5 or more cups, the curve flips. Blood pressure rises, sleep suffers, anxiety creeps in, and the protective effects start to disappear. More is not better. With coffee, less is often more powerful. If this is helping you, a quick thumbs up really helps this channel reach more people your age. Thank you. Now let's talk about something almost no one warns seniors about. Coffee with breakfast versus coffee before breakfast. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, the tannins and polyphenols can block the absorption of iron and calcium, 2 nutrients you absolutely need after 60 to protect your bones and your energy. The fix is simple. Have your coffee with your breakfast, not 30 minutes before. Better yet, wait about an hour after eating, especially if your breakfast included eggs, oatmeal, or yogurt. Your bones and your blood will absorb far more of what they need. What you put in your coffee matters just as much as when you drink it. 2 additions worth keeping: a sprinkle of cinnamon, which research suggests may help with blood sugar control, and a small spoon of MCT oil or unsweetened almond milk for steady energy without the crash. 2 things worth dropping: sugar, especially the heaping spoonfuls many of us got used to decades ago, and flavored creamers, which often contain hydrogenated oils and artificial sweeteners that can quietly worsen inflammation and cholesterol over time. If you need sweetness, try a touch of honey or a few drops of pure vanilla extract. Now, the most important part of this entire video: coffee and your medications. Caffeine can interfere with several common prescriptions seniors take every day. First, blood pressure medications. Coffee can temporarily raise blood pressure, which may work against medications like beta blockers or ACE inhibitors. Second, levothyroxine, the thyroid medication. Coffee can reduce its absorption by up to 50% if taken too close together. The general guidance is to wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after your thyroid pill before drinking coffee. Third, osteoporosis medications like alendronate. These require careful timing on an empty stomach with plain water. Coffee can interfere significantly. And finally, some heart rhythm medications and certain antidepressants can amplify caffeine's effects, leading to jitters or palpitations. Of course, talk to your doctor before making any changes, especially if you take medications. They can review your specific list and tell you exactly how to time your coffee around them. So here's what to remember. First, your body processes caffeine much slower after 60, so finishing your last cup by early afternoon protects your sleep and your heart. Second, 2 to 3 cups a day is the sweet spot. Beyond that, the benefits fade and the risks rise. Third, when and how you drink coffee, with food, away from medications, and not the moment you wake up, matters just as much as how much. Coffee can be one of the great pleasures of life after 60. With a few small adjustments, it can also be one of the healthiest. Aging well isn't about giving up the things you love. It's about enjoying them with a little more wisdom. Subscribe for more videos like this every week, and let me know in the comments which tip you're going to try first. I read every single one, and I'll see you in the next video.